Hello once again, dear viewers. You're watching ERi-TV. Welcome to our news broadcast. First, the major headlines. "104 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19. Praiseworthy social services provisions in Massawa, Northern Eritrea region. Russian rescuers evacuate residents from flooded areas in the Far East. Ukraine, US to start Black Sea drills despite Russian protest. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. 104 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out yesterday and today at quarantine centers in central, southern, and southern Eritrea regions. From these, 55 patients are from quarantine centers in Asmara, central region. 45 patients are from quarantine centers in San'afe, Mandafara, Tsarona, Adghaya, Dubarwa, Ndagargish, Tara Amni, Haili, Atkwala, Knafna, Kuatit, and Ma'aini southern region. The last 4 patients are from quarantine centers in Asab, southern Eritrea region. On the other hand, 109 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the central Gashbarka region, Ansaba, and southern Eritrea regions have recovered fully and have been discharged from these facilities. Sadly, an 84-year-old patient in the southern region has passed away due to the pandemic. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly risen to 5,370, while the number of deaths has increased to 22. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 5,884. Ministry of Health, Asmara, 21 June 2021. The administrator of the Galalu subzone, Northern Eritrea region, Mr. Mahmoud Ibrahim, reported that the social service provisions institutions in the subzone are significantly contributing in the improvement of livelihoods of the residents, pointing out that the health and education facilities, potable water supply, transportation service, and others put in place in the subzone are providing commendable service to the public. Mr. Mahmoud said that these services will have significant contribution to villages' regrouping program. Mr. Mahmoud went on to say that the health service provision that has been confined to limited areas, currently health facilities have been put in place in 8 administrative areas, and as a result, the prevalence of communicable diseases has been reduced. Regarding education service, Mr. Mahmoud said that in the subzone, there are 41 schools ranging from preschool to high school, providing educational opportunity to school-aged children. Galalu subzone, comprising 12 administrative areas, is resident to about 29,000 people. Youth Workers Organization in Nakfa subzone contributed 66,000 Nakfa, while one daughter of martyr contributed 11,000 Nakfa in support of 11 families of martyrs in the subzone. According to reports, the youth workers raised the money from their monthly salaries. Speaking at the event, Mr. Jacob Idris, administrator of the subzone, said that supporting families of martyrs is the responsibility of every citizen and commended the initiative taken by the youth workers. Veteran freedom fighter Osman Abdullah Bilu, head of public affairs at the Ministry of Local Government, passed away on 27 June at the age of 69. Veteran fighter Osman Abdullah joined the Popular Liberation Forces in 1970 and served his people and country with strong dedication in various capacities in pre-independence period and as a member of the Central Committee of the EPLF. After independence, veteran fighter Osman Abdullah served his country and people in various capacities at the Ministry of Local Government. Veteran freedom fighter Osman Abdullah Bilu is survived by his wife and 7 children. His funeral service was conducted today at 4:00 p.m. at the Asmara Patriot Cemetery. Expressing deep sorrow on the passing away of the veteran fighter Osman Abdullah, the Ministry of Local Government expresses condolence to his family and friends. That was our domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after the short break. Russian rescuers today continue to tackle the flooding situation in the country's far east Amur region. According to the official information, 764 households in 20 residential areas have been affected, the Russian Ministry of Emergency said. Since the start of the flooding earlier this month, 2,563 people have been evacuated from the affected areas. A group of 2,000 rescuers continued their operation in the Amur region. Ukraine and the United States have started a military exercise involving more than 30 countries in the Black Sea and southern Ukraine today, despite Russian calls to cancel the drills. Sea Breeze 2021 follows a rise in tensions between NATO and Moscow, which said last week it had fired warning shots and dropped bombs in the path of a British warship to chase it out of Black Sea waters off the coast of Crimea. The United Kingdom rejected Russia's account of the incident. Russia's embassy in Washington called last week for the drills to be cancelled, and the Russian Defense Ministry said it would react, if necessary, to protect its own national security. Sea Breeze 2021 will last 2 weeks and involve about 5,000 military personnel from NATO and other allies, and approximately 30 ships and 40 aircrafts. U.S. missile destroyer USS Ross and the U.S. Marine Corps will take part. Ukraine says the main goal is to gain experience in joint action during multinational peacekeeping and security operations. Before we close for tonight's news, let's have a recap of the headlines tonight. 104 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19. Praiseworthy social services provisions in Massawa. Russian rescuers evacuate residents from flooded areas in the Far East. Ukraine, U.S. to start Black Sea drills despite Russian protest. And that was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.